thrift store haul. I went to Goodwill last night primarily to donate the bags of clothing that have been sitting in my car for over a year. It felt so good to do that. After I donate to a thrift store, I can't visit that thrift store for a while because it's just too weird seeing my clothes or my old home decor there with a price on it, and I might start to second guess my decision. So I did one last look around the Goodwill before I don't go there for probably like 4 to 5 months, if not longer. But I also wanted to check out the book section and buy some thrifted books. I got 9 books and a couple of clothing items. So let's do a quick thrift haul, starting with the primary reason that I went into Goodwill and what I was looking for. Hunger Games. So I recently saw The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in theaters over like Thanksgiving break, and I became obsessed with that film. I thought it was so great. I had never been a big Hunger Games fan. I saw the movies, but I wasn't in the fandom until now. This new movie made me so in love with the world, the lore, and it made me want to like learn more, all the theories. I just love the history side of a story, and the prequel obviously kind of shows how the Hunger Games came to be what it is today, or in the first movie. So I really want to dive into the world, and I think it would be such a great series to get into, especially since I never read it as a teenager. I am going through a little bit of a... My cats are crazy right now. I am going through a little bit of like a book slump at the moment, which I'm doing a whole other video on, but I think this series will help me kind of get back into reading more. And every time I go to my Goodwill, I always see copies and copies of the Hunger Games series, so I knew they would have it. Goodwill did not disappoint. I found it right away. I'm so glad I found the first one too. I was worried that I might have found like the third or the fourth one, or you know, like random ones. But not only did I find the first Hunger Games here, but oh my gosh, look at this Catching Fire edition I scored. Beautiful, glossy, hardcover, almost in perfect, I mean, to me, this is perfect condition Catching Fire. I'm usually not a big hardcover fan, but beautiful. I could not believe it. I also could not believe that I managed to find the first and the second book right away. I have a couple other thrifting stores near me that I'm gonna try in this video to get the whole series, and then this is gonna get me out of my reading slump, I guarantee it, but that's a whole different video that I'm filming. So I got the first 2 books. I'm really happy about it. Goodwill was just popping off this night because I found 8 other books that I'm really excited to show you. Yeah, I could not believe my luck. They also had the X-Hex, which I wanted to read this fall. I believe this is like a newer book. Oh my God, cute. Look at that, the cat with the candle on top of the chapters. I feel like this just came out. Yeah, 2021. Of course, this last fall season, I saw a ton of people in the book community reading this, and this was on my fall TBR. I didn't own it, but I did want to read it in the fall time, so I'm saving this for next fall. But I definitely have a handful of like spooky fall magical realism books to read, and I think our protagonist is a witch in here. It's just like the best spooky little book that I didn't get to this fall, but I'm definitely reading next year. This was a book that I've been looking for a while. I also found this Lisa Scottoline novel, Look Again. I haven't heard of this one by her, but I'm pretty sure that she wrote some newer mystery or thrillers that have been on my list, like What Happened to the Bennets. Isn't that one by her? There's a few, like I recognize the name, so I already trust her as an author, but the novel also looks really intriguing. It's basically about a mom who sees a missing child's ad and recognizes her adopted son as the missing child, and then she starts to do some research on the adoption and figures out her adopted son was actually kidnapped and sold into adoption, I believe. I don't know, it looks really good. It says that it's an emotionally charged, heart-pounding thriller. I'll let you know what I think of that. Right away when I went to the hardcover books, I saw Anna Kendrick's memoir. Now, I love Anna Kendrick and I love reading memoirs. I think it's so important to learn different perspectives on various people's lives and their decisions, and it's very inspiring to me. 2016, I guess it's kind of on the older side. I love hearing a good life story. I think it's so important to kind of learn more about somebody's life like this. We all have lessons to provide, and I love a good success story. I find them so inspirational, so I'm really excited to see what her memoir is about. Goodwill is such a deal because their hardcovers are $2. So all of these hardcovers would be like 30 bucks brand new, but I can get them for $2. What a steal. I'm so excited about this next book. I found found Elizabeth Gilbert's City of Girls. I've never heard of this book. However, I have read Big Magic and Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert, so I do like her writing. This is a newer novel by her, and it's kind of giving like Did You Hear About Kitty Carr and Evelyn Hugo, in the sense that it's about an older woman sharing her life story from like the 1940s, where she goes into a theater called the Lily Playhouse. It might be more of like a Playboy environment. It says that Vivian makes a personal mistake that results in professional scandal, turns her new world upside down. Now 89 years old and telling her story at last, Vivian recalls how the events of those years altered the course of her life. It just sounds very much like what Evelyn Hugo did, as well as Kitty Carr in Did You Hear About Kitty Carr? And I love it. I love that flashback to like classic Hollywood, golden years, whatever era it is. Okay, these next two are kind of businessy, which I also love reading. A good self-improvement business textbook type of book. That was so redundant. The battery died and I was getting really hot, so I changed shirts. But the next two books are kind of businessy, tech, self-improvement, which I also do love that genre, especially around the new year when I'm just like bursting with motivation to make that year even better. I've never heard of this book, but I found Hatching Twitter, which kind of talks about the origin of how Twitter came to be, a true story of the money, power, friendship, and betrayal. I really don't know much about how Twitter became Twitter, RIP, because you know, now it's X or whatever. It starts in 2005, and then it says that by 2013, it had become an 11.5 billion business, which is crazy. And I love hearing stories like that. Also, this book had a really sad inscription on the inside. Right here, it says, "Merry Christmas, love always, Dad and Deb." And somebody donated this, which makes me so sad. Like, this breaks my heart that it ended up at a thrift store, and this was only in 2014, so I had to get it just because of that. But there's photos in here. I love a good like success story. Like I said, I'm really excited to learn more about the history and origin of Twitter. This next book, I'm also very excited about. It's called The CEO Next Door. It says the 4 behaviors that transform ordinary people into world-class leaders, based on a breakthrough study of over 2,600 leaders. So I feel like this is more like self-improvement. And oh, the other thing about this book that I love is it is written by 2 women. So I trust their opinion. It just looks so packed full of advice. I was skimming it a little bit at Goodwill, and not only does it have really good points on like control and agenda and scheduling, but I did see some part about, you know, how to maintain like humility and being humble and not thinking that you're better than other people and all this stuff. Even if I'm not a current CEO or think I ever will be of a company, I am my own CEO and I am in control of my life and in all of that. So I think this will be very, very helpful. And the last book that I found, I was very, very surprised and excited to see, and that is Something Wilder by Christina Lauren. First, look at this beautiful, perfect hardcover, stunning. Not to mention that brand new, this book would be 30 bucks and I got it for like $1.99. I've never heard of this book by Christina Lauren, but it just came out last May. I don't even know if there's a paperback edition published yet, but I cannot believe that somebody just donated this when it's still so brand new and so expensive at like Barnes & Noble. I've never read a book by Christina Lauren, so I guess this was kind of risky, but Love and Other Words I've heard really good things about, and I own that and I want to read it in February. So hopefully I like her writing, because if I like Love and Other Words, then I want to read Something Wilder. This kind of just looks like a summer book, so I might save it for the pool. Hopefully this is good, but again, I cannot believe this was at Goodwill. Those were the books that I found at Goodwill. Can you believe my luck? I love when you specifically need something from the thrift store and the universe just provides. Like, I knew the Hunger Games would be there and I got the first and the second. I am set. I also quickly stopped in the clothing section to see if I could find any new winter sweaters, which I desperately need. I have a dinner on Saturday tomorrow with a couple of new friends, and I just want something kind of nice to wear. I don't have any nice winter clothing. It's really hard for me not to just wear sweatshirts for 4 months. And these aren't necessarily nice, but they're new to me. So I found this kind of like light purple off the shoulder knit sweater from Abercrombie. Hopefully it fits, and I like the off the shoulder look. I might wear this tomorrow. I do need to wash them first. And then I also found this pink rose striped little sweater. This was also $7, so I just got those 2 things. While we're here, I have an unboxing for you. I stopped at my P.O. box yesterday and I had some packages waiting. This first one has a couple of clothing items, which is really exciting. Oh, this looks so nice. I think this is a set. Oh my God. I hope this isn't see-through. Okay, it's probably kind of overexposed on the camera, but this is like a light lavender yoga set. Yeah, it's like a light purple. I love the rib material. I really hope this fits. It looks kind of small, but it stretches. So it's got that tank, and then it comes with a matching zip up long sleeve, and of course the ribbed leggings. This is so exciting. I'm gonna wear this to yoga next week. So cute. What company is this? I don't even know if there's a tag on it. Okay, I will link the company down below because the company's name is not on it. They also sent over these really cute white shorts with this matching long sleeve zip up. It looks really long, but honestly, I love a good oversized look. So I bet that's super comfy, and this will be so nice to wear into the yoga studio. I love my yoga studio because it's hot yoga, but getting there when you live in Minnesota in winter is such a struggle because I'm in so many layers. Thank you so much to the company that sent over those two sets. Super cute. Next. Cute. Okay, Cloudies reached out to me on Instagram and they have just a ton of cozy footwear. They sent over this really cute pink pair, super fuzzy. I love the white like Sherpa fuzz on the inside. I think I have a discount code, so if I do, it'll be down below. They also say home on the heel. These look so comfy though. I'm definitely wearing these around the house. Thank you so much to Cloudies. I do love that brand. I think they're so cute. Next one is from Vanish, which if you've been around for a while, you've definitely heard me talk about. I love Vanish. They are like my #1 skincare company that I've been using for years. I've worked with them a lot in the past. Obviously, this video is not sponsored, but I do use their products every day. They're a great organic, vegan, cruelty-free company that make local... Who is calling me right now? Anyway, Vanish. I was out of 2 of their products, so I got a little refill. Thank you so much, Vanish, for sending these over. I got my favorite mint cleanser, and this just like the mint in this feels so good on your pores. It's like a little tingly, but so clean, the best. I go through these so quickly. And then I was also out of their retinol serum, so I got another refill of that. I always have my discount code with Vanish products, Makayla10 at checkout. Definitely give them a try. I've been using them for like 3 years now, and this is my favorite brand. Next package, this is from Oh Moon. You might remember them because they sent over 2 clothing pieces a while back, and then one of their clothing pieces was out of stock for a while, so there was a delay with shipping, but it finally arrived. Oh, this is so nice. I got like a black denim jacket. Maybe I'll wear this to dinner. I got it in a size medium too, so that it would be a bit oversized and just like comfy to wear, but oh my God, this is so nice. Oh, I'm excited. This is perfect. So thank you so much, Moon, for sending this over. It's gonna be such a staple piece for me. The last package that I had at my P.O. box, I believe this is from a company on Amazon. Oh, this is so nice. I have this beautiful wooden picture frame. It's on both sides, so technically you can put 6 photos in here. That would be perfect for like a console behind the couch because it's visible on both sides, obviously, but this is so nice. I have a ton of printed out photos too that need frames, so this is perfect, but I will link this down below. I believe it's on Amazon. Thank you again to the company for sending this over, and thank you to all the other companies for the goodies. I'm gonna pick up the unboxing mess that I made, and then I think I'm going to try the other thrift stores that I'm thinking of to see if they have the 2 other books in the Hunger Games series. Just because I know I'm going to get through those books so quickly, I want to have the whole series like ready to go. Good morning. I figured it's time to kind of end this video and go to 2 more thrift stores, maybe a used bookstore, to look for the 3rd Hunger Games. I finished the first book about a week ago and I'm so close to finishing Catching Fire, so I am itching to read the 3rd book, and then I'm just going to buy the prequel, Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, I think new, unless I get super lucky, just because I know that it is a recent release. I doubt it's going to be at a thrift store or a used bookstore. But today we are heading to 2 more of my favorite thrift stores, as well as one of my favorite used bookstores. I'm actually going with my partner Ashton's mom. We're gonna have like a girls' day shopping. I'm so excited. The boys are out shopping for Ashton's new tattoo studio space. I've mentioned this before, but he's expanding and building a new tattoo shop. So his dad is out buying material with him today, and his mom was like, do you wanna hang out? I said, absolutely. So we're going antiquing and then to one of my favorite used bookstores. But the first thrift store we're going to is one of my favorites, and they have really good deals on books, but their book section is pretty small. Maybe we'll get lucky there, but if not, we're going to go to the Goodwill that's by my old apartment as well. That one I always had good luck at when I used to live in that area, so we'll go there. And then we're heading to Hopkins to go to Cream and Amber, which is a bookstore, which, fun fact, when I was going through my identity crisis, I applied to work there because I was like, yeah, I could work at a bookstore. That sounds perfect. I like knew in my gut afterwards that I shouldn't, mostly because their rate that they offered me was $10 an hour in 2023. So I'm gonna go support my small local bookstore because I know personally that those employees deserve every single tip that they're making, because $10 is insane. But hopefully I have a really good thrift haul for you today, as well as a good local bookstore haul. Let's go. I made it to the first thrift store. This is one of my favorites. It's small, local, for a good cause, and I've found a lot of good deals here. Their prices are always unbelievable. I've also found a lot of good books here for 99 cents. So fingers crossed, but let's go see what we find. I just got out of this thrift store. It did not need to go this hard, but I spent $52. Everything was so amazingly priced. I could not help it. Also, there's people in their cars next to me that checked out right after me. So that's why the angle is like this. But they didn't have any Hunger Games books. I checked the adult section, children's and young adult, and they didn't have any, but they had so many great books. I don't even really remember all of the ones I found. I found The Guest List by Lucy Foley for $2, but I already bought it at half price books for probably like 10. So that was kind of a bummer, but I did see The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I think it was $3. It was priced like a little bit higher, but they know their new books. I feel like I found a lot of other really good books too. I was just like blown away. Somebody definitely donated all of their book of the month books because I kept seeing that label on some of the hardcovers. I almost bought this beautiful vintage lamp for 30 bucks, but I knew I didn't need it. I couldn't find a place to keep it in my house and it needed light bulbs. So it was almost perfect, but not quite. I found these two beautiful navy dishware. I image searched them on Google and people are selling them on Etsy and eBay for a lot more than the $3 that they were priced here. I had one in my cart and then the sweetest girl came up to me and she was like, here, I found another one if you want it. It made my whole day. She was so sweet. I like just walked in the store. It was like the first thing that I found. Wasn't even aware that somebody else noticed that, and then she came over and I was like, thank you so much. When I Googled it, one is on Etsy for $17, one's on Etsy for $220, one is $46, one is $142. So I need to look into the details, but apparently it is a vintage 19th century pentafoil bowl. Yeah, so I need to look this up because these plates are going for a lot of money and I found two of them. What else did oh my god, somebody donated their Renaissance Festival goblet collection. There were so many ceramic Renaissance Festival goblets for like $8 each from like the 80s and 90s. I looked for my birth year, they didn't have it, but I got a couple of other ones. I'll do a full haul at home, but I have an hour before I'm meeting Ashton's mom, so I'm gonna quickly go to the other Goodwill. I am on a mission. I need to go directly to the book section and leave. Hopefully I have time to grab food, I'm starving, and then we're gonna head to Hopkins and go antiquing over there. It was successful because I got so many things I can't wait to show you, but unsuccessful because I did not find Mockingjay. I've never gone through a Goodwill so fast. I actually feel bad because I saw so many cute pieces of clothing at the end of racks that I wanted to look at, but I know I don't need more clothes. I just didn't realize how full this Goodwill is right now. I haven't been to this one in years since I lived over here, and it's always been like a really good one. I feel like everybody's been deep cleaning with the holiday break and the new year, so there's just like a lot right now at the thrift stores, and I've never gone through the book section so fast either. I'm so crunched for time. Thank God the Hunger Games has that very easy to spot arrow on the binding, so I was just scanning for that. I saw Catching Fire, but surprisingly I didn't see any other copies, but I did find this beautiful perfect condition of The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, so that was exciting. And then I found The Power of Now. I might have this book, I'm not going to lie. I think one of my friends gave me a hardcover copy of it, but it was missing a cover and stuff, or if not, it's another book by this author. And then I also found this book called Make It Happen, Surrender Your Fear, Take the Leap, Live on Purpose. So we'll see if those are good. I wish I had more time, but I am heading in the opposite direction now. Go meet up with Ashton's mom so that we can continue to go shopping. Who knows, maybe I'll find Mockingjay at the bookstore that we're going to. So I'm gonna text her and head that way. More antiquing and book shopping to come. I am back home. The cats and I just took a nice nap in front of the fireplace, but let's do a quick thrift haul of everything that I found today because I found a lot of goodies. We are sitting in front of the fireplace tonight. I'm a little chilly still from being out all day. It's so warm here. Marnie's asleep behind me. It's just a great vibe tonight. But Ashton's mom and I went to Nordstrom Rack today. We went to Cream and Amber bookshop to look for books, and we went to an antique store to also look for gifts for Ashton's birthday coming up, so it was really fun. As I talked about a little bit in the car, I got a ton of things from the first thrift store that I went to today, starting with these adorable plates that I found right when I walked in. First, I found this one and it really caught my eye because of the cutouts around this plate. I've just never seen anything like this. I immediately did an image search online, and I'll insert some images that I found of how much these are going for. I don't plan on selling it yet, but it's definitely good to know. They just look so beautiful. This was $3, and then this is the plate that I had in my cart when that other girl came up to me and she was like, I found another one over there if you want it. This one is heart-shaped and it has little heart-shaped cutouts. So cute. This one was also $3. I just love this little vintage plate. So yeah, I got these two plates. I also got this little bottle opener that you put on the wall. I've been looking for one of these for a while. The house that I grew up in had one of these in the kitchen, and I've been looking for one for my house here as like a little piece of my childhood home. They had a whole bin full of these for $1, and it came with screws and anchors. So I'm gonna put this kind of by my wine rack in my kitchen. It's gonna be such a great addition. I'm excited for that. Somebody donated a huge collection of vintage Renaissance ceramic mugs for the Minnesota Renaissance Festival here. This was such a treat because Ashton and I love going to the Renaissance Festival. My grandmother actually used to volunteer or work there before I was born, so I'm guessing in like the 80s or 90s. I was really kind of like looking for a piece of her here because I knew this was someplace that she went those years. I don't know, it's like local history. It's definitely something that intrigued me. So I found this 1988 mug that I liked and this 1984 goblet, I should say. So I got these two. And then I got super lucky. I was looking for my birth year in 1995. They didn't have it, but I got super lucky and I found Ashton's birth year. Luna is in the paper bag, but I found Ashton's birth year. So I have the Renaissance Festival 1997 goblet. This one matches his apartment decorating style more too. I know he's going to love this. What's really crazy is 1997, which was his birth year, was also the 27th annual Renaissance Festival here, and it's his 27th birthday this year, so I think this is going to be such a special gift. I'm really excited to give him this one. Before I dive into the books that I found, the last thing that caught my eye was this really pretty kind of like crystally brass candlestick holder. I've never seen a 3-tiered one, but I think this will be so pretty. Definitely matches my decor style. I want more candlestick holders around my house, so I thought this was perfect. And if this is put somewhere with direct sunlight, the prisms that's gonna come through these will be beautiful, but this was only $6, so I grabbed this up really quickly. And then all of the goblets were $8 each. Fun fact, my friend Maddie and I went to the European Christmas market last month, and they were selling homemade candles out of vintage Minnesota Renaissance goblets like this, and I think he was selling them for $50. I know most of that is because it's a candle, but the fact that the goblet itself was only $8 was so much cheaper. These also go for probably like at least $100 at the actual Renaissance Festival, but I I did find a lot of books. Unfortunately, they did not have any Hunger Games books, but while I was looking, I came across Seven Girls Gone by Allison Brennan. I was listening to the What She's Reading podcast and they mentioned this book, which is really funny. Yeah, I recently heard them talking about it. It looks like a good thriller. This book was $2, so I got Seven Girls Gone. Oh, I saw Something to Talk About, which Amazon has been feeding me. I believe it is a sapphic romance. I don't want to look up reviews or anything about it because I want to go into it with my own opinion, but I'm excited to read this and see if it's good. I found Lucy Foley's The Paris Apartment hardcover here. They did price it at $5 instead of their typical $1 to $3 range, so I feel like they knew that this is new and popular, but I'm really excited to read this. And then I also came across Lisa Jewell's The Family Upstairs. I've never read anything by Lisa Jewell yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about her as an author, so I'm excited to try this. This one was $3. And then I've heard a lot about this thriller as well, The Silent Patient. I'm really excited for this one. $3. So those are the books that I got. Next, I went to the Goodwill by my old apartment. I think I showed you in the car what I got here. I just got 3 books. Again, they did not have Mockingjay, but they did have The Nightingale. This book is big, but I'm excited to read this in the spring. The Power of Now, as well as Make It Happen. And then when I went antiquing with Ashton's mom, I found the cutest little gold 2-tier picture frame. It definitely matches the one up on my mantle right there, but this one is a lot smaller. I'm picturing this on a bookshelf when I have like a bunch of piles of books placed like that somewhere. But I'm trying to incorporate more photos around my place because it adds such a homey and loved look to the room. Oh, I also got a ring from Madewell, but I think Ashton's mom accidentally took it home with her stuff because she texted me about it, but I'll get that soon enough. But yeah, I feel like that was a really great haul. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. The search for the Hunger Games books continues, but I think I might just go to Barnes & Noble at this point and buy the 3rd and the new prequel book together, because maybe I'll be able to do the buy one, get one 50% off deal. And I don't know, I just don't know if I'm gonna find that 3rd book anywhere. I'm really glad I found the first 2, and I'm so glad I found all these new goodies around me. I'm definitely going to do more videos like this, and I filmed a video that included me reading the Hunger Games books, so you'll see that soon, I think, as well. But thank you so much for watching. Definitely subscribe and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you real soon in my next video. Bye! Oh my god, it's still recording?